4, 3, 2, 1. What it is, welcome. We missed you. Thank you for tuning into Some Nerd Stuff. I'm Nathan. Hi, nice to meet you. This is Trey. He's Treyific, and he's thankful for Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving episode. Welcome to Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving don't deserve its own episode.
Raiders versus Cowboys. Thanksgiving gets its own episode. We're not white, so it's okay. Like, we're not both. We aren't. What's it called? We weren't the. What do they call them? The settlers. We weren't settling. They brought us, but we weren't settling. What's wrong? What's wrong with your face?
I just want them to know that I didn't say that.
I can celebrate Thanksgiving because I'm half Caucasian, but it's not that half. The half of my Caucasianness, they were still in Europe. Why the other white people, they were settling a new land when they found a new land. But so I get to enjoy Thanksgiving.
What land was it?
And half of me was a slave. The new Americas. So we have.
Oh.
So we're thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. What do you think?
All 13 of you.
All 13. There's more that you should see. Sometimes we get like this weird bump on the shorts. I don't really know what's going on with that. I just keep posting them.
On with that.
I just keep posting them. You do say outrageous things. There was a second episode last week. It's not a numbered one. I couldn't put it in the numbered ones. It was just,
you could have.
He was wilding.
You didn't want to.
He was wilding, and I don't know what to do with that, and I was scared.
You need Eric back.
I still posted it.
We need Eric back.
Eric would not have agreed with you. He would have not agreed with you.
Rest in peace, the dead homie.
He would have not agreed with you.
He ain't dead. He's just not here.
I'm gonna send him the clips. We'll see if he comments about it.
Because we have a dead mic.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Rest in peace to that homie.
You get audio problems.
He in hell though.
Oh my god!
You trying to say that mic ain't in hell?
Oh, the mic is, yeah. It's red too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Eric's not in hell. He's an outstanding citizen.
He's a great
citizen. The mic is in hell.
Burn Mike. This week, we have some comments on the Marvel properties. I've been catching up on since Disney Day, and they released everything for free.
Like Tony Stark's house?
No, not Tony Stark's. Not property. Like
you just said.
Not land property. Like properties. I've been actually testing. Well, not testing. It's not a special test. It's just they just added cloud gaming to the console specifically for Xbox. I've been playing that. Got stuff for that. I have a topic. A diskless future with no return policy. This is an inspiration from a video that I watched from Spawnwave. I sent it to you. I don't know if you watched it. It was really good.
Who's Spawnwave?
Oh, you know who Spawnwave. Every morning, 4 a.m. East Coast time, or 6 a.m. East Coast time.
I ain't up. That's why.
I'm up. I see his videos every morning. And then we got Halo Infinite multiplayer, free to play, that started this week. There was a big news. We didn't talk about the Apple right to repair, did we, last week? We didn't talk about that.
No, what's that?
Okay, so we have that. But the very first thing I want to talk about, I'm a little excited about this, and people are being real weird about it, and I don't understand. All the news I'm hearing about this is real negative. I'm talking to that part because right now I sound buttery smooth and I'm really happy about it.
Beep beep.
So there's a new Warner Brothers Smash clone game coming out. I can't remember. It's a weird title. What was it called again? It's like Versus.
Warner Brothers. Yeah, Versus.
Versus. And
LeBron's in it.
He's not. He will be though. He will. He's not in the original. Whatever, how many people they're coming out with.
He needs to be. If it's not going to be a good game.
I think they have to put him in there. That'd be amazing. People are shitting on this. It's just a free-to-play game, and people are like, I can't believe they put all these characters together. This is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense that Gandalf's going to fight Superman. Does it make sense that Solid Snake fights Kirby? Does that make any sense?
I'm sure people were saying that back in the day, though.
I know. It's like we accept Smash Brothers. I love Smash Brothers. I play Smash Brothers all the time. But if another game comes in, it's like people get all offended. It's not. What is being offended? It's not a competition.
It doesn't have to make sense. Shut up.
You can like this, and I'm sure it's gonna play like a free to play game. So what are you that worried about? It's like it's not coming for the king. It's not coming for Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm excited because they really leaned into the Shaggy, the Super Shaggy, the meme. I was like, when I seen that, I was like,
As they should.
How could people not be excited about Super Saiyan Shaggy? I don't understand. Like when I watched the preview and I sent you the link for the beta, I was like, this is fun. This is just fun stuff. I don't understand what the big deal is. But every video outlet I see, they're like, oh, another Smash. This one too, I think I'm gonna like more because it actually has voice acting in it. The Nickelodeon one, SpongeBob, no voice.
Duh.
No voices.
It's SpongeBob. They can't afford it.
They couldn't afford none of those voices.
They couldn't sell no Krabby Patties.
It was weird. Like that's a weird thing. It's a weird disconnect. It's like an empty void. You're just playing this game with no voices. It's like a big part. So, guys, lay off. Just play it or don't play it. It's not that big. I just don't get it. It's like
they're gonna play it and enjoy it, and then not talk about it. And or they'll talk crap about it.
I think one good thing is that it's not coming to Switch. So, and it's going to be cross compatible all the way across. It's going to be one.
Why is that a good
because
thing?
they would every time they make a Switch thing, it's a dumbed down version of something.
Well, that's because the Switch is ass.
I know, but I'm kind of over right now. Unless it's first party, I'm kind of over Switch, which is a bad place to be. I'm not buying like third party games on Switch.
Why would you ever?
Yeah, so it's like that's my problem right now with Switch. And I buy your first party games, and they're hella short. I know we talk about this every week.
Nintendo makes games for children.
I'm still
and then prices them at $60, no matter what time of year it is.
I'm still upset about spending all that money on Metroid, and now I'm done. And I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna replay it right now. So I'm just.
Why is 1-2 Switch $60?
Oh my gosh, that should have been a free game like
Wii Sports.
Like Wii Sports, they would have been the top selling game probably if it was like Wii Sports is like the biggest selling game ever for Nintendo because it came packaged with the thing, and it's a tutorial on how the system is going to work. That's how 1-2 Switch should have been, but they're greedy. I don't understand how that like they had the Wii U failure and they got all weird.
Nintendo has a cycle of great, fail, great, fail, great, fail. So if they change the formula completely for the Switch, I'm sorry, it's going to be a failure.
I know. That's the rumors, right? That they're not going to do a Switch 2. That is a huge. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Just keep moving keep it pushing. Why would you have gold and then be like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board? No, just make a better Switch. Don't.
They should, but
that's not a topic, but Jesus.
It's just like, I don't know what they're going to do because I don't see Nintendo really pushing a console that is like cutting edge, right? Mm-hmm. And I especially don't see them trying to put that into a handheld. So the Switch is like, I'm sure they want to do something that's not necessarily next gen, but that's better. But they want to find a way to first Nintendoify it, and second of all, they would need to make it work with the handheld. Which I mean, the Stream Deck exists. But,
yeah, the Steam Deck is gonna be coming up on them, and it's gonna. I mean, it's hard. Like if they can get kids to buy the Steam Deck, that's the market. Like you have to get the Fortnite kids to buy a Steam Deck. If they could figure out how to get them to sell.
The problem with that is you would need to have kids be able to operate Steam.
I mean, you've seen Steam. Well, you've seen like the big big game mode or whatever they had. Like it looks like a console. Remember when I used to have it all the time? And you don't remember?
No, I know. Like I said, I have Steam on my laptop. I just don't remember seeing the big game mode part.
No, it's like it's a specific thing that you hit, but it makes it look more like a console. I used to use that all the time. I preferred it. It made things a lot easier, but I understand it is like just menus.
Yeah.
Dex is here, guys. Dex is here. I don't know if you heard him whining already. He's shown up and he's here. So I'm excited. Hopefully I get chosen for the beta for that Smash Brothers game. Not Smash Brothers.
I can't help you.
Versus. The only character I don't like is the Game of Thrones one because I haven't watched Game of Thrones. So that's the only thing. And I'm sure they'll have. Was Rick in it? For Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty.
Did they show Rick and Morty?
I think so. He could be DLC though. So
yeah. And they're gonna have a ton of costumes. It's gonna be fun. I don't understand. I'm sure they'll add more DC heroes. I'm not here for a long time, baby. I'm here for a good time. Let's just enjoy it.
No.
No. Okay, so let's swing over to Apple. They were forced into they were forced by governments of the world to start doing this, and they just got on the ball before. But the right to repair, this is like a real big thing in the tech world.
What is it? I don't even know about this.
The right to repair. Do you know what right to repair is?
The right to repair your
Your stuff that you buy. Yeah. So right now, because the program hasn't started yet, but like right now, Apple, and like Apple's not the only one, but like Google, Samsung, they don't really want you opening up your phone. They don't really want that.
Cut.
I can't know what.
Take him to Dominic.
Take him to Dominic.
Or you to meet.
He's asleep.
You want? I'll go put him in his door.
It's fine. I don't know. I don't know.
He probably wants to go OUT like in front, but lay down. You gotta lay down.
Lay down.
I don't know why you think that the appropriate time when the lights and the cameras are flashing.
Lay down. You're okay.
Lay down, Dex.
What?
Aw.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Dex, what do you want?
Go to the window.
Come on.
Go see.
Time.
What do you want? What do you want? He doesn't want to go outside.
And then he wants to go for a WAL.
It's too late for that.
Yeah. No, lay down. You're okay.
Go lay down. Go.
Lay down. Good boy. See if we can get through this, Dad. Lay down. I know we're not all emotionally available for you when you need it, but
Okay.
you'll be okay.
Okay. Right to repair. So, right to repair is basically just the right to repair your own device that you buy that you spend $1,000 on, and these companies really don't want you to. They really don't want you tinkering around with their
No,
tech.
that's too bad.
Well, Apple's finally offering like regular people parts for it, but right now I think it's only for the iPhone 13 and iPhone 12, and
That's how it should be.
and you could order the parts straight from them. I don't know how much it's going to be. It's like a whole program you got to sign up for.
All of the money.
I'm sure it's going to be expensive, but you can get screens and batteries and stuff. And if you feel like you could open up your phone, then you can do it yourself. You don't have to take it to one like either Apple or Apple certified cell phone place. I don't know what
I feel like it's really just going to help repair shops.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be readily available, stuff like that. Well, I mean, it's going to help people too, but it's just going to help the shops really because now they have like a main spot to do it.
Well, they already had programs, but you had to get Apple certified to do it. Like you have to have their certification. But now maybe they could just sign up as a regular person and just order the parts themselves. But it's a good thing. I'm not gonna open up my phone. A few years ago, I would have, because I used to like jailbreak and flash my phones and do all this stuff. But now phones do almost everything. There's like not really. You used to have to do it to put on ROMs but now there's no reason almost. There's an app for everything now. So. For me, there's only certain, like I have a Fire tablet and I added like Google services to it.
And it's trash.
It is trash. Yeah, it is. Compared to a freaking iPad, it's super trash. It's really annoying. And I always look at these Samsung tablets that are like $600-700 and they're not that good for $600 or $700. And it's just like,
yeah, iPads are superior.
they're so superior. iPad and the Apple Watch, it's way superior to everything else on the market. It's so frustrating. But so that's why I just get my $100 tablet and just deal with it. Because I'm not really watching stuff on it. But if I had an iPad, I might watch things on it, to be honest, with that beautiful screen.
I do.
I know I'm jealous.
It's okay.
You haven't played Halo yet, huh?
No.
Did you download it?
Yeah.
It's on the hard drive.
I downloaded it on Tuesday.
I played a little bit actually with Eric. It is some good old Halo fun. I'm enjoying it. I really am not good at it though. I really suck. It's good. And because I suck, I don't want to play it, but I know I got to keep playing it to get better. And it's just like,
my leg has decided that now is the time to turn into TV static.
Your what?
My leg.
What's wrong with your leg?
You know how your leg falls asleep and it
Yeah.
turns to TV static?
Oh, that's fun. I'm glad that's.
I just
I feel
put
bad
that
for you
vision
right now.
into your head.
I just imagine TV static on your leg. That's all I imagine.
It's like a cast.
So if you have Game Pass, get it. I think it's just free to everybody anyways because it's a free to play game. So get it. It's fun. It's like paid Halo. Like it's more like Halo 3 than Reach or 4 or 5 because it's just you just get what.
I've never been good at any Halo though.
It's not. I'm not saying play it because I'm good at it. It's just fun. I was playing oddball, which is like you hold onto a ball for a certain amount of time, and as soon as you get it, everyone's trying to kill you, and you have teams. And
That's just smear the blank that we can't say anymore in 2021.
smear the blank.
Yeah, it's a Q word that ends with the R.
Oh, you're always bringing up some weird old stuff. That's
not
racist.
that. That's not old. That's just what the game was called.
Well,
Now I guess you throw up tackle.
I didn't play football.
get the ball.
I didn't play football, so maybe that's not a
that's
football
not-
thing. I thought that was a football thing.
It can be, but that's not necessarily like an old thing.
Well, now it's just called oddball. We don't have to remind of what it was called.
Yeah.
But I was like, I held it for almost a minute, longer than a minute. Which the
Can you shoot while you do it?
No, you can't shoot.
Then
you
what's
can
the point?
Because you're vulnerable. It's like capture the flag, but you hold the flag and you get points for holding the flag.
That's whack.
It's pretty fun. And then there's there's zones. I can't remember what I think it's called Battlegrounds or something where you have to like control so many zone points. That's fun. And I was playing Capture the Flag. Oh, dude, on Capture the Flag, in the last 10 seconds, I grabbed the flag, got it. I was able to run it all the way across the map. I died right in front of it, and then somebody else picked it up and took it. But literally, it was like 5, 4, 3, and I grabbed it and started running. It was great. We still lost in the whole thing.
Of course you did.
Because all of a sudden my team stopped being a team. It was weird.
They suck.
But I was like, oh, it's coming back.
Is this the one with Zelda in it?
What?
Halo. Is this like the Zelda?
I can't deal with this character. This character that thinks everything is Zelda.
Wait. So who was the girl?
There's Cortana, the blue one.
Oh, like the Windows thing?
Yeah,
Is that where they got
exactly
it from?
like that. Yeah, that's exactly where they got it from.
Damn.
I don't think that was a good use of that name, anyways. But
Wait, hold on. Is this why Windows products are dying? Because Cortana died?
it's Cortana, and
Cortana.
she's not dead.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not dead. That's what
I
the
played
game's
Halo
about.
4 and she was going to die.
She was going to die, but she's still alive.
Oh, I never finished the game. I just know that she
Spoiler
was going to
alert.
die.
The game's about her being alive. She's still alive. Yeah, and it's just great. I'm just really enjoying it. I guess when I get Eric back on here and I have a working mic, we'll talk about it, deep dive into it, because I think this guy's just gonna leave it on the hard drive.
Check Eric this Sunday.
Check Eric. I don't know. Don't make promises you don't
No,
know.
probably not. Rest in peace.
So Xbox has been working on their cloud service, and it's been available for like tablets and phones, Android and iPhone, I believe. And now they've just rolled it out to consoles. And I have an Xbox One, and it just popped up. I didn't realize, like, it, you like selected, it was like, oh, try it, and it showed like a group of games. It's almost all the games. It's not just the whatever little group of games it shows in that square. If you go to the whole thing, every game that has a cloud, you could cloud game on it. And last week I was talking about how annoying PlayStation Now is and how it's not good, and Stadia sucks and Luna sucks. This is good.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there was no I was playing. You walked in on me. I was playing Injustice, because I was just trying out different games. I was playing some Just Cause 4, which is like big open worlds, a lot going on, a lot to load. No slowdown, no input lag. I was shocked. And it loaded faster than
I have to play
if I was playing it.
I just remember when you started talking about it. I have to play the Mortal Kombat that was on that generation.
10 or the
9.
I thought you owned that one. Oh, 9?
9.
On which generation?
With Scorpion and...
Is it on Game Pass?
Sub-Zero. It was one of the games that they unveiled last week.
Oh, Gold?
Are those on there yet?
The new Gold games are on. I don't think so. 'Cause I just claimed them. I don't remember Mortal Kombat being on there.
Bro, I'm about to fight.
You're about to fight anybody.
Spencer. No, Phil Spencer is PlayStation, right?
No, I can't remember. I don't know these white guys that work these businesses. I just play the game.
I just remember the name.
Every time I'm watching one of their E3 presents, I'm skipping. I'm skipping the talk. I just give me the video. That's why I wait till after and I just watch all of them. All the videos pop up.
Who do I got to talk to make a Black Panther video game?
You've been talking about this before. I don't know if it was on the podcast or if it was in real life, but I'm down for it too. Don't get the people who made
Insomniac. That's what I want to talk to.
Oh yeah, Insomniac. I'm like, don't get the people who made the Avenger games.
Because y'all know how to make a good game, and you guys know how to make a character who doesn't kill people look good.
The Spider-Man kills people. I've killed people on the Spider-Man game.
I don't think that's possible.
I've thrown you off buildings, and I didn't see that web thing.
I've looked at it. I watched it one time because I was like, these people have to die.
I'm throwing them off cliffs.
So I don't know. I forget how the game mechanics work, but I was able to look down at the same time, and I saw the little web thing, and then it's like on there. Yeah,
he just magically throws webs at everybody he throws off a building. Yeah, because that's how I play that game, throwing everybody off the building.
I tried to jump back into it the other day, and I was like, I have no clue how to fight.
Every time I go to replay it, I think I've talked about this before. I'm stuck on the Mary Jane thing where you're going through the mechanic, and I hate those parts of the game, the Mary Jane parts, and then it just makes me want to quit, and I just turn it off.
They're so easy.
I know, but I don't even want to deal with the 10-minute.
They're like, I was gonna say they're like 10 minutes at the most.
I really want to just you know what I should do?
It's 2
I should
missions
just quit.
the whole game.
I should just quit that mission and go back to the open world and then just play some other stuff. But I have a New Game Plus profile, and that's what's stopping me on the New Game Plus because I hate the Mary Jane parts.
Did I do New Game Plus? I don't think I did.
I did. And I beat the DLC.
I said I never even finished my second God of War playthrough.
Oh my gosh, what are you even doing?
I just get stuck at weird places.
I love God of War.
I do what you just did. Excuse me.
We're not hurting this dog, by the way. He's just whining.
I will start a New Game Plus, play it, get to a spot, get to where I'm supposed to be, not know where I'm supposed to go, and then I'll start doing open world stuff, and then I'll forget where I'm supposed to be going, and then I get back into the game like 3 weeks later, and I'm like, where was I supposed to go?
Who am I? What am I doing? Where's my son?
Yeah,
where's my wife?
I'm at like a random place.
Where's my wife?
It's just like, oh, well, I know she's dead.
Where's my wife at, guys?
And your son is behind you because he lets himself be known.
You're an asshole, Kratos' dad. I hate you so much. You don't even understand.
He doesn't understand.
Kratos understands. You're his second family, all right? The second family he's lost. And he killed the last ones. He understands.
That was pretty funny. I just want to see Kratos and Scorpion fight.
That's already happened.
They've both killed people.
That's already happened.
They both killed their family.
They've been in a game together.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, Kratos was a unlockable character in one of the Mortal Kombats.
It doesn't count.
But that's a Mortal Kombat game with Scorpion.
I want this Kratos.
Oh, okay. You want
old man killer
Kratos.
I don't know. Old man Kratos is superior.
He is. He's a better
because fighter. Old man Kratos is less about pure anger, and he's more about strategy and tactics.
Yes. Atreus, boy.
I'm just saying,
shoot your arrows.
If there was a war between, I guess you could say, Greek Kratos and Norse Kratos, I take Norse Kratos.
I don't know the younger one. He was raw as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he was raw. I don't know. I mean, he would know his own weaknesses. He'd probably just get him monologuing and then just kill him. So, like I said at the top of the show, there was Disney Plus Day like a week ago, and they added Black Widow got added on to Disney Plus, and Shang-Chi. And so I watched those. This guy got to go to an actual theater.
I have not watched any Marvel movie except for the Eternals.
Yeah, the Eternals, which no spoiling the Eternals.
No, I'm spoiling it.
Don't spoil.
I'm spoiling it.
I swear to God, don't
Okay,
spoil it.
so,
Why are you
like,
ruining it? Anyway.
Everyone dies.
Okay, that's all Marvel movies. So I'm back on the hype train. Like, I was off of the Marvel movies. I was enjoying the shows, but like I was like, I don't know if I can do this again. But the Black Widow movie was a real good, like,
It was bad.
no, I really liked it. It was like a good, like, solid story that can let me get back into this world and know that there's wild shenanigans going on. And I really enjoyed that movie.
The whole time I was watching the Eternals, I was like, are all movies this good?
I know you liked it, and a lot of people are shitting on it, but I haven't got to watch it yet.
I don't know. Well, this is like the first, I guess, like movie that was trying to not just be. I don't know how to explain it, but I've only seen 2 other movies this year. Space Jam 2, which
you didn't see that in the theater,
it's a
did
kids
you?
movie. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you went to the theater and watched it?
Escape Room 2, which isn't Marvel. You know, it was a good movie, but it wasn't Marvel. And then Fast and Furious, which
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
not taking itself seriously, and that's so fun. It's a fun movie, like the whole time. So
Can you put those down? He's been just holding on to scissors.
I've had enough. I'm cutting the mic.
Okay.
The whole movie, they play with the whole idea that they're invincible, right? Because they landed a torpedo in Antarctica. They flew a plane. All this crazy stuff that they've done.
Yeah.
And so Tyrese is like, he plays with the idea a lot that he is invincible and that they all are and that they can't die.
Because they
And it's
can't kill
great.
the comic relief.
Yeah, and it's like it's almost like fourth or third wall breaking. But it doesn't. Like, he has they make it seem like they're gonna kill him in like the first like chase scene, and a tank falls on him, and he's alive.
Oh my God. I mean, those
He,
movies
like-
are supposed to be taken
He
seriously.
landed like on the cockpit, so he was like standing up. He was fine, but they definitely were like, "Oh, this tank is about to fall on him," and it was pretty funny. But yeah, so
The
that was
next
like,
one, though, I think heads might be flying in the next one.
oh yeah, they had this scene where Dom. I talked about it on the podcast. He did the whole Saints Row thing where there's like 8 people on him, and he just like rips them all off. Yeah. Great time.
These movies are just for Vin Diesel, just the fucking eco trip, but they're fun.
It's all family.
It's all about
Those movies are about family.
family.
So this was like the first movie
crew. I have family.
that I was like, oh, this movie's trying to be a movie, right?
Oh, for Eternals. We're back to Eternals.
Yeah, and so
It's like epic and grand, right? And
Yeah.
it's a lot of characters. Did you get confused with all the characters?
as far as what?
I don't know. That's what I'm telling. That was like the complaints. There's too many characters.
There's
10 Eternals, but that's fine.
I have to say, I did at one point get confused between the 2 white men because they got very similar looking white
I know.
men.
One of them looks like Bucky Barnes.
One of them looks like
it looks like the Winter
that
Soldier.
same one looks like Derek Carr, which I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's fitting.
Oh my gosh, he must fuck up.
Is fitting. But if you just do this thing that's called watch the movie, it pretty much explains itself.
So people are just people are just looking to complain then.
Yeah, they really are. Like, the movie had no flaws. And there was a pretty good, like, not twist, but pretty good thing that happened at the end.
So do I need to watch it before I watch Spider-Man? Is it like
I don't know nothing about that. The end credit scenes, I feel like you should watch those at least.
I mean, hopefully, I don't know when they're gonna add it to Disney Plus. Shang-Chi wasn't that long. It was only like a few months.
I will say, I have done this thing for the most part with movies, and it has not disappointed me yet. Is not watching any trailers.
Oh yeah, just give up. And at least Marvel trailers, are lying to you. That's the best part. It's like that ain't right.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did not even know what this movie was. It was just like, oh, what's the Eternals? Oh,
that's all right.
I mean, okay.
That's all right.
We
They're
can go
not.
watch it. I'm not really tripping.
They're even in the
Yeah,
comics, they're not all that great.
I had no clue what was going on, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is pretty great. And the last Spider-Man movie, I did like that, and it was pretty good. I don't like Tom Holland.
I think I don't think
he has a punchable face.
I like Tom Holland. I think he's easy to make fun of because he's so little.
He's
I like
just.
him.
He's annoying.
I mean,
he's a bad
I'm not,
Spider-Man.
I'm not. No, he's a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, he's a bad Spider-Man.
Mr. Stark.
He's a bad Spider-Man. I think he's a good Peter Parker.
Why do you think he makes his little quips?
Exactly, but he's a bad Spider-Man. Toby was the best Spider-Man.
Toby, he was also like a 40-year-old Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. If he was younger when he played Spider-Man, I don't feel like it would be a debate. But because he was older and he looked older during that,
in
he
the
still
time
seems
they
old.
would always do 24-year-olds as high school kids. Like
Yeah, like
it's not his fault.
Dude from Disney Channel who was 80, not 80, but he was like 40s playing 20s.
Like,
That was funny. He was on Hannah Montana. He was the older brother.
Oh, the brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's he's a weirdo. No offense. Nah, go ahead, take offense. That's fine. He's either has money and he doesn't care what I say, or he's broke and he can't afford the internet, so he'll never find out.
You ruined the point I was making.
Oh my bad.
But I do feel like Andrew Garfield was the most realistic Spider-Man. Because if you woke up one day and you were a nerd and you had superpowers, you'd kind of be an asshole about it.
Yeah,
you would dunk on your bully.
he wasn't what was the problem with those movies.
Yeah, like I feel like he was the most realistic Spider-Man, and that made him relatable as Spider-Man. And I think he did a great job in the movies. I didn't have a problem with either one of those movies.
And I like that they had Gwen Stacy. Like,
Yeah.
it's good that they didn't just do another Mary Jane. And this one, they're doing like a weird Mary Jane, which is fine. Speaking of like a good version of a character, I watch a lot of YouTube. About Big Shock. I'm on YouTube. I think it was GQ. They did one of those retrospect of characters with Henry Cavill. And he was talking about Superman, and he dropped like, we put a lot of work on the character, and like I was building him up to something, and he goes, I definitely wouldn't mind continuing working on that character, and I was like, oh yeah, he's dropping that because they're all up in the air. But
he's so bland.
No,
but I think
Superman's kind of bland.
That's what I'm saying. It works, but I just don't like it.
I thought he was a good Superman.
I want a
like
Superman that makes Superman cool.
Superman's not cool though.
But
he's not cool.
That needs to happen.
No, it doesn't.
We have
Superman's
Black Captain America. Give me Black Superman. Let me get. No, I can't. I was gonna say let me get Michael B. Jordan to play Superman, but he's Killmonger.
Let me get. He's producing a Superman.
Let me
movie.
get Idris Elba to play Superman.
Idris.
I want him to play Superman.
Superman is supposed to be a blank. He was a good Superman.
To be
First of all,
he's an alien.
He looks like Superman.
Yeah,
that dude is super jacked.
That's not necessarily That's not a unique thing though.
But
dude from the Eternals looked like Superman.
Oh, the
white dude, black short hair. That's not necessarily a
Henry
unique
Cavill,
thing.
He's what too about him? He's a nerd. Like
like I said, he's probably aesthetically, comic book wise, he's the best person they could have picked to play Superman.
I just think the Zack Snyder went too he just got too he did too much. Zack Snyder.
He looks like Clark Kent. He puts on the glasses, everything.
Yeah,
he looks nerdy.
Pretend he's not muscular.
And then he's a good Superman. He's look at me.
The Man of Steel movie, the fighting in the Man of Steel movie, I think was the best Superman fighting on screen.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, they were literally hitting each other through buildings like on Dragon Ball Z. And they were like floating
Transformers?
around and punching each other. And no, not like Transformers.
What do you mean?
Have you ever?
The first Transformers movie, they were like throwing.
Yeah, but
Optimus
they're
and
big
Megatron were
though.
throwing
It's
each other
different
into
when they're little.
buildings and-
They're little going through skyscrapers. Those are big giant robots.
Transformers. What a franchise.
Oh my god.
They
We're
need
not
to do
we're not
something
going
with it.
we're talking about Superman. We're not tailing into I will let you have a 40-minute podcast by yourself where you can just talk about Transformers. Maybe that could be one of your retrospects that you want to do. And specifically you could start with the games and then even though you don't like you have never watched the 80s stuff.
Why would I watch the 80s stuff?
There's a lot of people it's a very beloved franchise.
That's like watching the old Speed Racer. Like, it's not good.
I don't even like any Speed Racer.
The new Speed Racer was the
20-year-old Speed Racer, you mean?
20-year-old. It's like, what is it now? 12? 13? 13 now?
No, that came out in
2008.
2008?
That's 12 or 13. We're in 2021.
Oh, okay.
That's 13. Yeah, it was a masterpiece.
Oh.
And I'm glad that now...
It was good for Blu-ray, that's for sure.
I'm glad that now people are starting to realize that it was like an artistic masterpiece. Like
No,
the framing and the colors, like it was a masterpiece in that way. And I'm glad people are starting to like appreciate the art behind it.
Yeah, no, I never looked at that movie. I've always looked at that movie, let me change my sentence, as like it was like what could be done with the new Blu-ray technology at the time. Like when you can, and for at home viewing too. And they did a lot of wild, like the colors and all that stuff. That part's cool. I just didn't like. It was just.
So you're trying to say that Speed Racer was a tech demo?
Yeah, but in a good way. Like there's always a tech demo. Like, I mean, it was showing off the newest technology. And that movie does really good with green screens. Like for that time.
What a year for movies. We had Transformers, Iron Man, and Speed Racer all in the same year.
Oh, that is wild. Iron Man looks good if you go back and watch it, the only reason it looks a little dated or it looks different, it was shot on film. It was like one of the few Marvel movies shot on film, not just on digital.
I remember Speed Racer and Iron Man came out like a few weeks apart.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's why Speed Racer didn't get any
And
money.
I remember
That's why there's no sequel.
I was not excited for Iron Man. I was just
The world wasn't. It wasn't.
I do remember I had glasses though. I think I got them from Burger King. I think. Could be wrong. Maybe it was McDonald's. But they were like red, and then they had like the yellow tint.
Like the Speed Racer, or
for Iron Man. And I had like the Iron Man yellow tint and like the red. I remember those times.
Yeah, the Iron Man. Like, you got to remember, like, just a small history lesson. At the time, Marvel was like broke because comics weren't selling, and they just came off of this big comic book boom where they kept making all these limited editions and all these special editions, but they weren't special. And everyone was buying them because they thought it was going to be like Superman 1 and it was going to be $1 million. So they were just coming on with that in the 90s. They were going broke. No one's buying comics. They're selling off characters. Spider-Man goes to Sony. Hulk goes to Universal. X-Men goes to Fox. Fantastic Four goes to Fox. And Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Hulk, and what's the other one I just said? X-Men were like the top ones. Those were like the top comics. And so all they had left was Iron Man, Cap, Thor, and
the Avengers.
The Avengers, yeah. the Avengers. And it wasn't even like the A-Team Avengers because there was no Fantastic Four. There was no, Wolverine wasn't and Spider-Man wasn't around.
So let's go here.
Okay,
Who were the comic book Avengers?
Who's like in the big events?
Yeah.
So Iron Man, Cap, Falcon. A lot of people. Did I say Spider-Man already? The Hulk, She-Hulk sometimes. Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Namor sometimes, which he might be popping up soon.
Who?
Namor. Namor the Submariner. He's the king of Atlantis. So like he's like another hidden city like Wakanda, and they're mermaid people or whatever. And he's a big deal. He's a part of Illuminati. Namor. That's not a joke. That's real. And then I think Cyclops sometimes was there. Wolverine definitely was there a lot. Mr. Fantastic for sure. The Human Torch for sure. There's more mutants. I can't think of all the mutants. But just yeah.
Do you think that Wolverine is done
No.
after Logan?
You mean Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Well, I mean that iteration of Wolverine. I know they can like bring him back, do all this stuff, but like that Wolverine that we've had for the last 15 years.
I don't know because right now in the comics, there's more than one Wolverine. There is Old Man Wolverine or an Old Man Logan, like existing in the same world with Wolverine. So it's like, is he done? Can he come back? He could for sure come back.
Does he die in that movie?
In Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
I forget.
But that's just one timeline in one universe. And if you watch Loki,
We need to be every universe. He just needs to die.
there's like Doctor Strange.
That's
Go ahead.
as someone who's not like a comic book person, that's like my biggest problem with these movies is that death doesn't feel like it matters because they can just bring him back.
Literally all a comic book.
No, but that's like my problem with it. Like, obviously, T'Challa actually dying in real life was like it was horrible, right?
Yeah.
So that character we know is gone, like as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
But like even Iron Man, if there wasn't all this stuff with like the contract and all that, you'd just be like, oh, how are they going to bring back Iron Man in the next big movie?
And
Like-
and they can bring him back.
That's and that's what I'm saying. They still can. It just like it doesn't. I don't like the fact that it doesn't feel like there's no stakes. Like
Yeah.
they just brought everyone back.
I mean, this is the storytelling problem that they have. Like that's why when on DC they have a crisis every few years and they're rebooting everything. Like it's hard for them to maintain. Like they always do like a big event. Like the last big event was like they did a big death of Wolverine, but they killed him for like I don't know a year and then they brought him back. Like they're not bold enough. Well, I mean in the MCU is different because they have like this full control of this thing and they might not. It seems right now that they're moving to the next generation. Like with Black Widow, you have Black Widow's sister. You have She-Hulk coming. You have who else? Who else is coming? I mean Shang-Chi for like magical stuff. Doctor Strange might be around for a little bit longer. Spider-Man may be on the way out, and Miles might be coming in. Like they're kind of moving into like getting new phase. Oh, the new Hawkeye. Like that girl's probably gonna take over for Hawkeye. I don't know if he'll die or just fully retire. And I hope he doesn't die. Then it makes the Black Widow sacrifice in Endgame like doesn't mean anything. If he just dies like in the next show.
And see, like that's the other part. It's like you give Black Widow her movie after she died in the timeline.
I mean, that kind of sucks.
Like it's just like the whole thing of like, oh, this character's not gone. Like, hey, here's their movie. And I know it's like a prequel thing, but still, it's just like the timeline of how they did it.
They they definitely could have done it better. Like they could have, because is it set in between? I can't remember now. I think it's set after the snap. Oh no, it's not. It's set before that. Because it's set before, like right when Civil War's happening, when she's on the run. But they could have just reworked it and set it between the snap, and just drop it. But I guess they didn't want to like split that Endgame and Infinity War like that.
Yeah,
that's probably the biggest thing. That's probably what it is. They didn't want to put another movie in between because I think Spider-Man was in between.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe that's why. But yeah, I don't know. I really I liked it because it's like an older character that let me get back into, after the whole massive event of Endgame, let me get back into the world. And it's like, you know, it's kind of ground level because it's espionage. So it's like ground level. It's not people shooting lasers at each other and stuff.
That's why the Eternals was fun. It was like, oh, we're in it.
Everybody's Superman.
No, they're not. And that's like, I don't even want to get into it. But I can get into it.
Just do a non-spoiler because I don't want to be spoiled either.
Perspective
Okay.
is that the reality is like only one of them is strong of the Eternals.
Oh, and everyone's kind of extra.
Yeah, only one of them is really that strong. Like they have their Superman, you know, he shoots lasers from his eyes and he has like super strength. He can fly. He's Superman basically, right? But like that's it. Like they don't really have the other powers are like that. They're good. but they're just
Even in
they're
the comics,
secondary.
they're all a little samey too. Some of them have like a specific special skill, but they're all
like,
kind of samey.
and 2 of them have a specific skill, but then the rest of them is just like normal superhero stuff, like super speed. One of them really doesn't have anything at all.
What a loser.
She's like a medic. Like that's all she has. Like
That's the word. No one wants to play as that character.
yeah, like that was my biggest problem, and that becomes an issue later on in the film.
Because she don't do shit.
Yeah,
She's a loser.
We'll go with that. But I feel like, and then their strongest character, they don't even use it. They don't even use. Like in the way the story is. Like that character is useful for like 30 seconds.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's like
I'm excited. I need to watch it now. You're kind of getting me like hyped to watch it.
that character is useful for 30 seconds, but she's terrible for the rest of the movie. And I'm not going to spoil it, but a lot of bad things happen to these people because of her.
Damn. You heard it here first, even though the movie's been out for a few weeks. A non-spoiler review.
Yeah, if he didn't watch it, I would have spoiled it. I'm not going to cap to y'all. It would have been spoiled, but I'm not going to do that.
I've been trying to get to it, but I've been getting home so late. I've been wanting to go to the movies and watch it. I have a gift card to go to the movies. Like I got a gift card for my birthday in September, and I still haven't been able to do it.
Let's go right now.
So I have. Okay, so you said you had a surprise topic. Do you want to do that, or do you want to go into a discussion about the digital future?
Digital future. Mine will be the last thing. It'll be
Okay.
like 5 minutes.
So shout out. This is shout out to Spawn Wave because he puts out great content. Check it out. Obviously on YouTube, Spawn Wave Plus as well. He came out with a video. What it started out was about GTA. It was about GTA, but he started going into another topic, and what he was kind of saying was like, you know, by the next generation, like the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox, whatever, the Y or whatever.
Check us
they
out in
call it.
2030. When the PS6 comes out in 2030, we will have the first unboxing.
The first unboxing right here.
Putting
Catch
it
us.
into existence.
Catch
We're gonna
us.
get sent one.
We'll be here. That we will. It's very likely that they won't come with disk drives. That everything will be digital. The infrastructure for internet will be better, obviously. I mean, like for me personally, I'm mostly digital. Even though I would not, I don't know at this point, but I would buy a console specifically that is all digital, even though I'm pretty much all digital. And one of his angles that he was talking about in this digital future is that like these companies are kind of moving towards this, but a lot of them don't have any type of like refund policies for digital purchases.
Yeah, they're really bad at that.
Xbox, Microsoft gets points because Microsoft, I believe, has either the only one or the best one. It might be both because I had to deal with it like a few weeks ago on a sale. I thought they were selling Red Dead Redemption really cheap, and I bought it. I was like $5, let's go. And then it was just the DLC, and I don't know the game, and it was my first time trying to refund, and then it refunded in like a day, if even. Like I put in a request and I got a few emails, and then like another day, maybe it might have been that night. The stuff was back, the money was back in my account, and it was gone.
And who was that with?
That was with Microsoft.
Oh yeah, they're actually good.
Switch has
Nintendo and
nothing.
Sony suck.
And Sony has nothing.
I bought what game did I buy? I bought a game and it was like terrible, and I was like, hey, I kind of want my money back, and I couldn't. I forget what game it was. It was on Sony.
I think on Xbox you get 10 hours. I think.
It was. I can't think of the game, but I remember I was like, I want my money back from this game, and then I went into it, and they're like, "Oh, we don't do refunds," and I was like, "Oh, thanks for that."
Well, think about this is the problem. This is why they pulled Cyberpunk, because they didn't want to give refunds, and on PS4 it was unplayable. So it's like if you bought a game digitally and it's unplayable, they should have refunded you.
Yeah,
Like so you're just making me hold the $60 for whenever
pretty
you guys
much.
decide whatever you're gonna do. Like you pulled the game. You obviously thought it was bad enough to pull the game, but you're not gonna. I mean, refund me.
I think those people got refunds though.
That specific one
Yeah,
did.
that specific instance.
Well, that's where GTA came. Like, people should have been able to get refunds. That game was broken. It's broken as fuck. I only played it because it was free on Game Pass, so I didn't end up paying for it. But if you spent $60 for that on Switch, man, I'd be pissed off. And there's no getting it back. There's no like.
Yeah, it's gone.
Even at least on Steam, I believe has like you get so many hours. So you get like you can basically test the game, and then if you don't like it, you can delete it. And that's how I guess it's scary for them because then they can't pull this shovelware stuff like when they play like what was that game? What was that Streets Playground where like when you get it. You only get so many characters, and it was really grind. That one where it's like almost like NBA Jam.
Oh,
it wasn't advertised as
NBA
it was.
Playground or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And like when you get it, you get only so many characters, and then it's like a real grind fest unless you pay another $20.
Yeah, it was
like
bad.
That deserves a refund. Like if you got that game thinking it's going to be like NBA Jam, you're going to get the top 2 characters or 3 characters of every team. And then you're just going to play. No, it's actually a grind fest. And it's actually $20 more to unlock the full game. It's like, and it was almost like you had to do it. Because wasn't it like really grindy? Like
it was pretty bad. That's another game I bought on the Switch. And it was unplayable. And I was like, damn, that sucks. Like that game on the Switch it's awful. Like the frame rate's bad. It just looks choppy. And I remember I had it on the dock the first time I played it, and I was like, damn, that's weird. Maybe it's like it upscaled it or whatever, it's like trying to do something, and I
trying to push it.
I played it on handheld, and I was like, oh no, that's just how it is. It's just bad.
No, that's just trash, and it's like it's dangerous. It's like for consumers.
Well,
it's
that was the
dangerous.
second game, so those issues you were talking about weren't there because it wasn't that grindy. They gave you free characters.
They fixed it in a sequel game.
Yeah,
that's still some bullshit.
Yeah. It was only $40 though. They didn't charge you $60. They didn't have that much audacity. But yeah. It was unplayable on the Switch.
So this generation for your Xbox you picked a digital version.
Yeah.
Do you regret that?
Not for anything that's coming out now.
I think you've been good.
Like I go to GameStop and I'm like, oh damn, they have Madden 25. For 50 cents. I would love to be able to buy it and play it, but not for anything now, especially on the Xbox. I don't really play the Xbox that much. Like if it's not on Game Pass, I don't think I have anything that's not on Game Pass.
Yeah,
so for me it doesn't really make a difference.
I mean because I have everything, so like I always go through all the sales. Xbox, I feel like even I have PlayStation and I have PlayStation Plus or whatever so you get extra discounts. Sometimes they're the same on Xbox. And it's just like, what are we doing here? Without having gold.
Yeah, that's how
Sony kind of is like. Right now, Microsoft I think is really winning. I like playing my PlayStation 4, but sometimes it's just like.
That's because you broke and you don't got a PS5.
I'm not getting one. Okay.
You should.
They've offered me like 3 times. I get the emails to go.
You should just
order.
buy it to sell it.
No, I don't want to do all that. I ain't got time. I barely got time to podcast. Nah.
Okay.
I'm not going to be part of the problem in being one of these sellers.
But it's not. Well, it's not because you're not taking it from anybody. If they're offering it to you, then it's not like you're taking it from someone.
I didn't know how that worked. I thought about doing that, but it's tied, I think, to my my account.
That doesn't mean anything.
So I don't know if that's
just that you just bought it through there. So if they did it again, you wouldn't get to buy it again.
Oh, okay.
But think about it this way: if you did that, you could pay for a PS5. Because if you spend $500 investment on it, you sell it, you make that $500 back, so it's free, right? So you just made.
I'm just fronting money. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just now you got an extra $500 in your pocket.
No, I don't.
No,
I spent
listen.
the $500.
No, yes, you did. But you're gonna sell it for $1,000.
Oh, I'm not gonna see. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be a part of that.
But that's how it is.
No, that's your sneakerhead brain.
No, this is what people are doing.
I know. I don't want to do it.
And yeah, but you're leaving money on the table because I'm
not leaving money on the table. There's people who are stuck with PlayStation 5s and they can't move.
No, because they did it 10 times.
Yeah, no.
That's
I'm okay.
different. You're an idiot if you
Don't
do
be
that.
part of the problem.
I'm just
Trey.
saying you can make. That's a lot of money. That's extra $500 in your pocket right now.
No, I'm good. No, thank you. You do it.
I haven't got an offer.
Oh.
If they sent me one and I had the money, I would do it because, like I said, it's free money.
And I've had my account for a long time too. So I think that one is brought over. Is it Dean? I can't remember if it's Dean Man or not. If it's brought over from my PS3 or not. I can't remember.
But yeah,
it might be
is,
Naked Snake.
It is free money if they send you that offer.
Yeah.
And it's like legit, and then you just sell it on eBay for $1,200.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So anyways, back to this thing about. I think the main thing Sony and Nintendo need to fucking catch up. You can't be expecting me. I've spent so much money on the Nintendo, only first party because I'm not. Even though first party, I would have hella returned Mario Party. If they had a refund. If it was like a 10-hour thing, and I played with those 2 boards and played some of those games, I'd be like, catch you on the next one.
I'm buying all my Switch games physical.
I mean, it's smarter
because you get it there, and trade-in value will always be high.
Yeah, for first party.
Unless I'm stupid and hold them until, if I plan to trade them in and then I hold them all the way until the Switch life cycle is over.
Or the next version comes out, the next game.
Yeah, then it's stupid.
Okay,
but if I buy a game for $50 at Walmart and I don't like it, I can trade it into GameStop for $45.
Yeah,
if it's a
that's
first party.
true. That's true. So what's your special secret 5-minute content?
So you may or may not have heard about this. It's huge news, so I doubt that you haven't. But on Christmas Day, the Staples Center will no longer be called the Staples Center.
This is
dirty. It will be called the Crypto.com Arena. And I just have to say, what a stupid name. Crypto.com.
Do you think like at when the Staples Center became the Staples Center, they're like, that's a dumb name. Staples, that store, that's stupid.
But just listen to it. Staples Center.
It sounds good now because of all the history that's been made in that building.
Crypto.com.
I don't think it's any better. I'm not saying
.com. That's the part that I'm stuck on, is the .com part.
Should just be the crypto. Just be called the Crypto Coliseum.
No, legit, that would have been better. Because there's teams that have like stupid arenas, like the Wizards playing the Verizon Wireless Arena. There's the Talking Stick Resort and Casino Arena. But
AT&T Park doesn't sound bad. Like where
some of them do. That's the Giants.
Yeah, AT&T
some of them
Park.
do, some of them don't.
I'm not offended with that.
The Saints changed their name this year from what it's been since Katrina. The Mercedes-Benz Superdome to the Caesars Superdome. But it doesn't...
Caesars has the Superdome, and they have stakes in the Allegiance Stadium, too.
Yeah, like it doesn't sound... It doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
But changing it to Crypto.com Arena, it just sounds bad. That's my biggest problem with it. Not that, they could do it, but it's that now it's Crypto.com Arena.
I was sad when the Rose Garden in Portland turned into the Moda Center, or whatever it's called. That's so sad. Like in Portland, roses are like a big thing. It's like... For the city, it's like a big thing in Portland. So like when you go to like the Blazers playing at the Rose Garden, it was like a prideful, and then they changed Moda.
They should.
I don't even know what Moda is.
They should have just kept the forum. Because here's why, and I don't mean that. I mean the name, because no matter who is in charge for the New York Knicks and who has the rights and stuff, it's still called Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
and no matter what,
and that's so synonymous with like greatness.
Yeah, TD Boston, it's always TD Gardens. Like that's what it is. And so the Lakers, not the Clippers, the Lakers are such a franchise that they deserve that too. Like they deserve their own arena. And I don't mean from the sense of having a shirt with the Clippers. That's not the problem. The problem is
the naming convention.
Yeah, like they deserve their own.
Would you always keep, like, would you forever keep it the Staples Center even though Staples is not paying for it? Or what new name would, like, I know this is off the cuff.
Like the Forum. Like they could have just called it the Forum, and that's what it would have been. Whether you wanted to say,
is that what it was called before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
yeah, the Forum would have been fine.
It could be the FedEx Forum It could be the what else? Who else? It could be the Sony forum or the
They should
Microsoft
just turn that
forum.
one. They should have just started calling that one the Coliseum because they already had a Coliseum.
Yeah, like
that'd
like,
be cool. Tell me if it wasn't called the Coliseum, if it wouldn't be cool. I know
mean,
they used to have the Coliseum.
They still do.
Is it still
it's
there?
It's just the USC plays there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It could have been anything, but it would have still been the forum. But now it's crypto.com arena.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so awkward.
It's not as exciting. Like, the Lakers are playing at the crypto.com arena. It's just like, it sounds so like capitalist.
Yeah, it just sounds bad. That's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's cool for crypto, I guess. Like, it makes crypto more real.
But can you imagine if like crypto isn't what we all think it's going to be? And they have to change this name at some point.
That'd be hilarious. I think crypto and NFT, I'm not an expert in anything, but I don't think it's like Frieza. We have not seen its final form yet. And I think it's actually going to be more useful in its future forms than it is right now.
There's no regulation at all right now.
Yeah.
So
it's the Wild West, and
stupid.
It's just people are trying it. I think it's interesting when artists, I'm not talking about specifically like in the, like painting artist or digital art or anything like that, but like when like somebody's already done it, like somebody sold their albums as NFTs, and then they got all the money. That's cool. I'd rather have that, like a local artist, not a local, but like an artist you like, because I can imagine, like, think about like BTS. They came out with an NFT album, and you had the only way you could get the album, it's not streaming, and you could only own it with the NFT. Even if you get the digital version and a physical version, and imagine how rich they would be.
Yeah.
Like if you're Beyonce, you could sell an NFT album and fucking sell it.
I don't know because where's the value in it though?
No, the value is you supporting you're getting I guess technically you'd be part ownership in that album, but I don't know how that kicks back. So that's what the confusing part about it.
But how could you sell it?
You could sell, so they would only have to make so many, right? They could make like 10,000 records.
But even if they made 10,000, all it would take would be for one person to put it on YouTube.
That's true.
Or
that's the same argument with did you see that headline where the biggest art heist in history, $100 million, because some dude right clicked all the NFT art and like just put it on his computer, and they're like the biggest theft in history.
Yeah, like and people try to make arguments about it. That's the biggest thing with NFT is like, I have a screenshot of your picture. Like, because if I have it, what value do you get out of it besides the picture? If
there was some universal game, like if Fortnite was like more and there was like NFTs for Fortnite skins, imagine that. Imagine there's like 20 skins. But it has to be, it's like the market has to be there. Like that's why like those cards work for NFT, because there's so many sports people that want to do it. Like if there was something giant and universal, like there was people trying to sell land, like it was like a fake, it was like they were using Google image or Google Maps.
Yeah,
they were like
I watched a video
plots.
about that. Mm-hmm.
Like I understand the idea, but you have to have like millions of people who want to buy your fake land in your fake world. That doesn't mean anything. But like I said,
that up, but I have not heard anybody talk about Top Shot in a while.
I know. I wonder how that marketplace is going.
I have no clue.
For your little gifts or whatever. Your little. To me, I guess I'm just not. I can't see it.
Yeah,
people who can see it, I guess, like they're ahead of it, or it's nothing.
They're dummies.
It's either something huge and it's going to change the world, or it's nothing.
I choose to be on nothing.
Yeah. Everything's fake anyway, so it's like,
yeah, facts.
What's one more fake thing that people are just inflating markets for no reason?
I have to say one more thing before we end.
Go ahead.
I bought Uggs.
Oh my, you.
S tier.
This is not the Trey show. I gotta tell you that oh, those are your Uggs?
Yeah.
Well, those are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. I didn't know that when you were wearing them, I didn't realize I didn't know Uggs.
Yeah. S tier.
Are you calling those S tier, or that's what they're called?
No, they're. I'm calling them S tier.
Who helped design them? Are they just straight in house?
I don't know. I got them at Ross for $30.
Are you gonna get that Kanye slipper that looks like a prison shoe?
No.
You seen
This
that
is close
shit?
enough. Yeah.
That's a straight up.
Look at
I've
these
watched
colors,
90
wow.
Days In or whatever. That's a prison sandal that he's selling for whatever.
Yeah. Only thing about these is that, at least where I live, in 3 months they're gonna have to go up in the closet.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hot because we up in Cali and it just gets you can't have furry
Yeah.
flip flops. You're gonna be sweating
Even today,
and they
wearing
can
them
never
out-
get wet.
Yeah, even today, I wore them when I ran errands, and at the end, I was like, "Ooh, my toes."
What a dirty you're a dirty Cali person.
What?
Of course, you're wearing flip flops to go do errands. You know how deplorable that is in other parts of the country.
Wait, why?
They would never. But
Why?
we live in California, so it's like not as. It's just not. People don't go out in open-toed shoes.
Why?
I don't know. I don't make the
understand.
rules. I'm just telling you that in other places.
Are these really open
would-
toe though?
yeah, those
You
are
can
open-toed.
see- You can barely see my toes.
No, those would count.
You can
There's no
barely
strap
see.
on the back. You can't take off running.
Yeah, you can.
You're telling me you could take off into a full sprint and those aren't going to slip.
Yeah,
You're going to bust your ass and bust your knee.
I can take them off, just like that. and
Just
then
slide.
come out.
It's like when skateboarders run, they pick up their skateboard and start running.
Yeah,
I'll just pick up my shoes and I'll start running.
exactly. That's all you got to do. But they're very comfortable, and that's all I have to say.
Dang. I'm going to put those on my wish list. Oh, thank you if you made it this far. We appreciate it. You can find me on this channel. Stop waving. It's distracting. I can see it. What is the channel called again?
The Trey Show Incorporated.
House of Wolves Podcasting. You can find me on there. You can find Trey on Instagram at.
You gotta pop it up.
Say your name.
I'm not gonna remember it.
You don't remember your own
No.
Instagram handle?
If you know your Instagram handle by heart, it's too simple. Or you're a
Young
narcissist.
Trey _10.
No, that is not.
That's not
accurate.
it?
No,
That's not?
I guarantee you it's not.
Ooh, okay. And you can find us on TikTok. Soon you'll be able to find us on Instagram if we ever get that figured out. We're working with a producer who hasn't got it done. They have their headphones listening to something else, so they cannot hear me talking shit, and they're not going to make it this far in the episode, so they'll never know. And once we get that figured out, oh no, they looked at me. They heard me.
Okay, bye.
Leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Keep watching the shorts. We'll clip everything up. We enjoy you guys, and we'll see you next week. Adios.
Peace out.
Happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful. Be thankful. I'm thankful for you.